Welcome back to Virginia this morning, live here on CBS 6. Tough as Nails is a competition series that will test contestants' strength, endurance, agility, and mental toughness. The second season premieres tonight right here on CBS 6 at 8 p.m. Jessica caught up with the show creator and executive producer. Here is that conversation.
We are delighted to be joined by Phil Keoghan, creator and host of Tough as Nails, premiering tonight, season 2 on CBS. Phil, it's wonderful to see you.
Good to see you.
This is such an exciting time. If anybody didn't catch all of the action last season, they have the chance tonight as season 2 premieres. We in Richmond are very excited. We'll get to that in a minute, but I know you must be delighted to have the series premiering again tonight.
It's an honor. Anytime you get to come back and make a season 2 of anything, it means that the first season worked. So there's a tremendous amount of relief that goes with that, because you pour your heart and soul into a show. And particularly with Tough as Nails, this has been a passion project for my wife and producing partner and I for a long, long time. We finally got a chance to do it, work with some incredible people who poured their heart and soul into making Tough as Nails what it is, what it became. And we found an audience at a time when there's so much content out in the world. It's very difficult to get through all of that. And the choices, the fact that you can go back and watch shows from the past so easily now at the click of a button means that there's even more content available. So to get something new to work at this time, particularly like during 2020, when people were watching more than they ever had before, we just feel honored to come back for a second time and to honor essential workers, to honor those people who keep our country running every day.
Absolutely, you do. You have to stand above and beyond in order to make that cut. Welcome back to season 2. How does the competition work? What is this all about?
So there are lots of shows out there that honor those who have skills as dancers, singers. There's shows about people who want to fall in love. Tough as Nails is about honoring everyday men and women who roll up their sleeves every day, who go to work, who wear the calluses on their hands as a badge of honor, who keep our country running, who are out in the storms connecting the wires back to make sure that we have power and we can stay warm inside, who grow our food for us, who make sure that our roads are nice and smooth, who keep the country running. And it's a chance to put a spotlight on them. Sometimes these people are underground, literally underground. We don't see them. They go out to work in the early hours of the morning to milk the cows. They work night and day through the night, some of them, factory workers, people cleaning buildings. You know, these are people that are so valuable to making sure that the country works, but that never really get the chance to be in the limelight. So this is a chance to give them a seat at the table, if you like, and to say thank you and to acknowledge them, and to see their value, acknowledge their value. For a long, I come from working class people, from coal miners, gold miners, farmers, fencers, and I'm proud of my family. I'm proud of my family history. And it's always annoyed me that sometimes people look down on somebody who maybe didn't get a chance at an education, or where their education has come in a different form. It didn't necessarily come from a building. Maybe it came from hands-on experience. That's intelligence and smarts that are so important. And so I love that we get to honor that. So it's really, paying homage to my family history, and to most people who come from pretty humble beginnings. Most of us don't come from royal blood. We come from hardworking stock, of people that have literally had to do the hard yards. So it's paying tribute to them.
And my next question for you, Phil, was going to be, you mentioned this was a passion project, but I think I know why now. You're recognizing the essential workers, everyday workers, the you and I in this nation. It's a competition. They have to work together. There's some themes there that are resonating now very loudly, right?
Yeah, absolutely. One of the things that makes Tough as Nails different is we have an individual competition. We're trying to find the toughest person in America. So that's the individual competition. There's $200,000 up for grabs and a Ford F-150 truck. But nobody gets eliminated and sent home. If they get kicked out of the individual competition, they stay and they compete in a team competition. most people will on the show, well, there's 12 people on the show, only one will win, right? The rest of the other 11, they're going to make their money in the team competition. It's a mutually exclusive competition. What I love about it is it puts people together from all walks of life to work together as a team. And it's about unity and finding a way to get on. So it is symbolic of really what we need to get back to, I guess, as a country, or this country has been so good at over the years in terms of being unified. So it's a little microcosm of what happens when you find unity. There are certainly differences and things that have to be worked out in those groups, but ultimately we do show that people can find unity and they can find compromise. They can't always have everything their own way. They find a way to get through it, work together, and to win together as a team. So nobody leaves the show empty-handed. There's so many people on the show that are part of unions and value that unity that they have with their brothers and sisters in the union. So we're also acknowledging that and the importance of that.
Phil, I have to wrap up, but I would be remiss without mentioning Sarah Burkett. We are very proud of her right here from Central Virginia. Her own John Burkett is one of our team members at the TV station. We're rooting for Sarah, but there's a lot of competition.
Sarah is just nothing but a badass. I mean, she is tough. She epitomizes what it means to be tough as nails. She's a pipe welder. She was a police officer for 10 years, and then she got into welding because her mom and dad had both done some welding. She's an artist as well. She sees her work as artwork, and a good welder knows exactly what I'm talking about. But yes, absolutely. Again, on our show, you'd never judge a book by its cover. Sarah's not a big person, but boy, does she pack a punch, and power to weight ratio off the hook, and she will represent you well, I promise.
Well, we are delighted to hear that. Phil, thank you so much for making time. Congratulations on season 2, Tough as Nails, premiering tonight. We appreciate you. Have a great day.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you.
That was fun. Now, of course, we wish everybody on the show a lot of luck, but we are rooting for our hometown girl, Sarah Burkett. She's the sister of CBS 6 crime insider John Burkett. And those Burketts, man, those are that's some good stock right there. I'll tell you, they're good people.
Yeah, it is true. And I was so excited to talk with Phil again. We had last spoken last year ahead of Amazing Race premiering. So this was really cool to catch up with him again. And you can just tell how passionate he is about putting this program together and seeing it come back for season 2. That is a big deal when it's picked back up and you have the chance to continue the story. But, I, in all honesty, the behind the scenes, the producers were telling me, wrap it up, Jessica, wrap it up. And I was like, I got to ask about Sarah. We have to know. And did you see how excited he was for her as a contestant?
Yep. And that's just one contestant. And I bet he feels pretty strongly about all of them. This is going to be a great show.
Yeah, exactly. It premieres tonight. Tough as Nails premieres tonight at 8 p.m. right here on CBS 6. So be sure to tune in and catch all the action. It's as he said, pack a punch.
Pack a punch.
Pack a punch.
Yeah.
All right. We'll be right back after this. Yeah.